Hey, welcome back everyone. So in this one I'll be drawing a character for you on an angle with a sort of an evil grin like expression. So I was basically thinking somebody similar to, a Joker type character, but obviously not the Joker, just making your own version of that. So what this is essentially is I'm adding to my How to Draw Heads course. So anybody that's enrolled in that, you'll get a notification, you'll get access to the content. If you're on Skillshare, I'll put it on Skillshare for you in Gumroad and stuff like that. But what this one will be essentially focused on, it's mainly to teach expressions, but then I thought, well, if I can teach the expressions and also mix in some of the character archetypes with that, and hopefully I'm using that word correctly, but the typical characters that you might see without treading on copyright. So say, show you how to draw the hulking brute, but not just him sitting there and in a static position, but rather more expressive angles and poses. So tying into human expression, and obviously we'll get into the anatomy of the face and all the different muscles of the face and which parts are stationary because of bone versus, muscles and tissue and all that fun stuff, cartilage. But, so it will give me an opportunity to hopefully delve into those character types, but then again, teach it in a more expressive manner. And so this just sort of starts the process. This actually isn't one of them. It was more, I like to practice these techniques and these videos and these classes before I ever go to actually producing the content. And it also hopefully will allow us to open up some back and forth communication, so that if you have specific ideas and things that you would like to see in this content, I try to integrate that in there. So you can let me know, what are the things that you struggle with when you go to draw this type of work. Hopefully you can see that I'm trying to teach this in a way, or this will be taught in a way, where I simplify basic shapes to look for. I think that if you get a lot of that done preliminary to the refinement process, which is what you're seeing now, I'm actually refining the pencils, we'll say, digital pencils obviously, of the character's face and adding in the details, but I don't have to think about it nearly as much because I did all the preliminary build-up in basic shapes, almost cartoon-like shapes. And again, I think that's a big part of what aids me in my ability to do this. And there's times I forget to do that preliminary stuff, and I've talked about this a lot in other videos, and I quickly pay the price. I see oddities in the work, and I just don't get the end result that I'm looking for. And it's usually something I can trace back to, I didn't use those shapes as well as I could have. So at any rate, that's really what this is. Hopefully just the process of this alone will show you a thing or two. That's always my goal here on YouTube, is to share this content in a way that gives you some ideas, hopefully inspires you, and helps you to move forward in your own art career. So with this, we'll start with the basic main expressions and emotions, and then we'll work into variations of that, and again mixing in various angles, because that's a whole nother slippery slope, right? It's like you can draw a character at a 3/4 or 7/8 or whatever angle, and all of a sudden you tilt the head down or tilt it up with a various expression, and it changes, right? It changes the shapes, and it becomes sometimes harder, sometimes easier to draw. It's just one of those things, you have to turn these characters at various angles to be able to tell a good story. In fact, one of the things that I've been requested to do, and I can either make this an upcoming YouTube video or put it in this next series of lessons, is taking the same character, say somebody like this, and then turning them in various positions and angles and expressions. Because again, that's really what it all boils down to, right? Taking a specific character type, actor, actress, whatever you consider them to be in your story, and then maneuvering them and sort of being the puppeteer of that character. And also I'm offering live mentorships now, so basically we can jump on a Zoom call. I can walk you through aspects of your art where you can ask questions in real time. It's been awesome. I'm actually really enjoying the process, and if you find that you need that sort of assistance, check out the links in the description box below, and we can book something and set that up. So thanks so much for watching today's video. Good luck with the art, and bye for now.